Hi, folks. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, and as some of you may already be aware, it's Earth Day. And on Earth Day, I think it's important, one, to think about some of the things that we can do in our own lives, locally, in and around our house, the small changes that we can make to help improve the earth and the environment around us. But I also think sometimes it's important to take a look at some of the bigger ideas out there to inspire us, to keep us thinking and imagining about what is possible. And I wanted to share one of those bigger ideas with you today. Something I've come across within the last couple of weeks. I started seeing some videos about it and did some reading and some watching, and I want to share that with you. And it's about these buildings called Earthships, Earth and then ship at the end, like a spaceship only on Earth. And they are essentially houses that people have built, and they're supposed to be fully self sustaining houses. They take care of their own heating, so they're off the grid for electricity. They collect their own rainwater. They generate their own electricity through use of solar panels. And they use recycled materials like tires and bottles in the construction process. What you're seeing here on screen is a version of what the kind of the base would look like for an Earthship. You see all the tires here, and you see at the back some giant cisterns for collecting rainwater. And then this is what it would look like a little later on in the construction process. Right? It has the solar panels on the front, and a common feature is the windows always south facing so that the sun comes in and you get a lot of passive heat through the sun coming through the windows. And they can actually look quite nice. This is one that exists in Ontario. It's a really, really nice setup. I'll just show a little bit of it here. Um, there's the outside, really modern looking. There's your solar panels again, the windows at the front, um, and then another aerial view. This is a garden that exists on the inside, and there's a space to grow your own vegetables on the inside. And so, what I've put together is a kind of a provocation for looking at Earthships. If people are interested, they're all videos except for one of them. So it just walks you through the concept. It shows you the gentleman who first thought of an Earthship, and they do a little interview with him. And then they show a couple examples of some people in Ontario, so local examples, one of an older couple and one of the gentleman I just showed you, who built their own Earthship and are currently living in it. They're loving it, and they wouldn't change that way of life. I do want to say not everything about them is fantastic. As with most things, there's mixed reviews. And if you do your own reading online, some people have some issues with the idea of an Earthship, whether they work or not, and to what degree they work. But I just wanted to share something that I think can get us thinking about how can we do things differently? How can we build differently? What is the way we currently build and the way we think of houses, and how could that be different to, if not go completely sustainable, at least use less of the things that are required from the grid? So less electricity, less water and water waste. How can we use more of what nature is giving us? So I hope you guys enjoy this provocation grid. Feel free to start up at the top of the 5 panels. That's going to be the interview with the gentleman who first came up with the idea. And then if you want to skip down, the 2 at the bottom are the Ontario examples of Earthships. Hope you enjoy.